what are the most common causes of pneumonia? Is there any chance that it could be driving an open-top single-seater in the torrential December rain? Could that be one of them?
Hello one and all, welcome to Seeing Through Glass and welcome to Briggs Automotive Company. This is BAC, the famous makers of the BAC Mono. I've been trying to get up here for about a year to experience one of these cars, but every time myself and Ollie Webb, if you don't know Ollie, he's a racing driver in LMP1 actually these days, have tried to arrange this. The weather has been crap, or one of us have needed to cancel, and thankfully today, the weather is crap, but neither of us have needed to cancel, so finally I'm going to have my opportunity to get my hands on one of these BAC Monos.
Oh, hello.
Let me get up close and personal with you.
So nice to see you.
It's been a while.
Now you've got that beard, this is slightly more uncomfortable. Well, and there's the rain. What am I thinking? This is definitely one of the crazier things I've ever decided to do for this YouTube channel. Driving a BAC Mono in the middle of December in the freezing rain. Okay, oh my god, I'm getting so wet already. I'm so wet. Right, neutral, first gear, done. Thumbs up, and we're away. Wow, some heavy steering. So, just while we're doing this nice low speed stuff, to recap, BAC Mono, essentially a road legal single seater. Oh, we've got speed bumps to negotiate right off the box, nice. It is powered by a 300 horsepower, 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine. So, a little bit like the Cayman in front. But as you can imagine, it weighs near nothing. Central driving position, visors down. This is warm, this is so mad. Actually not visors all the way down because I can't see. Now I'm going to keep using the clutch. You don't actually need to use the clutch. This is a 6-speed hydraulic gearbox from an F3 car. And apart from first gear, to stop and pull away, you don't actually need the clutch. But Ollie said it's super brutal if you're shifting gears without it. Is that GoPro alright? It's going to have to be. Right. I'm going to concentrate, figure this thing out a little bit more, and then see you a little bit further down the road. This is one of the most exhilarating driving experiences I've ever had on a public road, and I don't think I've been over 3,000 RPM yet, but I'm loving every second. I kind of want to absolutely hoon it, but I know that's just going to make me spin off into the nearest tree. I can't tell you how cool it is though, looking out from this driver's position with this steering wheel. It's just awesome. Oh, so brutal. The gear change. Apparently the gearbox is all set up to really work its best at about 7,000 RPM, so me shifting at 3, it's just not happy. It's not in its prime optimal shift position. Oh, I'm getting a lot of water on my left leg now. A lot of water. So, where are we? Where are we? Hi, can you see me? I don't know if you can even see me in that. But yes, we are currently driving around some of the roads near the BAC factory in Cheshire. I'm just trying to see if my phone's getting... My phone's waterproof, isn't it, actually? iPhone 7 Plus. Oh, we're away. Driving through a lake. Driving through a small lake. And all the water just came in by my feet. That is what just happened. Here we go. Here we go. Getting a bit of air now. It's really hard to put into words, but it's the coolest thing ever. I got spray coming up left and right. Spray coming in my visor. I genuinely feel like I'm in a Formula 1 car in Spa-Francorchamps in the rain. I'm starting to get a true idea of what that must be like. Oh my god, we're going on the motorway. Why is he taking me on the motorway? Oh, this is going to be terrifying. Oh, there's a huge lake. Oh, aquaplaning has a whole different meaning. Oh my god, this is terrifying. Oh, I've never been so scared to go on a motorway. The wind is actually blowing my helmet and my head all around the cabin. People must be looking at me like I'm totally freaking nuts. Going for 6th gear there. Yeah, my biggest thought right now is aquaplaning. That is definitely all that's in my head. Also the fact that those clouds definitely look darker than the ones when we left. Wow, wow, wow. My bum is so wet. Oh, more aquaplaning. Oh. As I say, aquaplaning has a whole new meaning in my life right now. So do downshifts. They're terrifying. Woo! I am Lewis Hamilton. Actually, no, screw it. I am Ollie Webb. Ollie, I'm you. I'm taking all the teaching you've ever given me. Trying to focus as much as I can as you drive my car. My car looks so good, by the way, in green. God, I love that thing. What are the most common causes of pneumonia? Is there any chance that it could be driving an open-top single-seater in the torrential December rain? Could that be one of them? Ollie seems to be taking me on a scenic tour of the Liverpool motorways. I'm about to go over some pretty sick-looking bridge, as I definitely get wetter and wetter. My bum is now in an actual bar. La 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 la. Just going through a casual drive in my mono in the rain. You know what though? I haven't died yet. I did think that there was quite a strong chance I would die, given the weather conditions and the lack of electronic help with this car. But apart from maybe my loss of legs due to freezing cold water, I'm just about surviving. Having said that, once again the rain is getting heavier and so is the wind. All these things that you never really think about or notice in normal road cars suddenly become so important in a little car like this. Oh, bloody hell. Speed up, Oliver. The slower you go, the wetter I get. Oh my god. Anyway, this is a Liverpool bridge. Fantastic views of cloud. I kind of love those gear shifts though. When I said I wanted to do more motor racing content, it's not what I was thinking, but hey ho. I want this steering wheel. I want this steering wheel in my bloody Porsche. Speed up again, Oliver. Why are you going so slow? You like to drive so slow in my... Oh, that's why, because there's a lot of wind. He's... Oh. It's literally battering my head with the wind. Freaking hilarious. Oh, God. Oh. You may struggle to believe this, but I am loving every second. of what can only be described as one of the most ridiculous things ever. It's not getting as much attention as I thought it would. If I was driving on the road and I saw someone in a mono on a day like today, I would give them the biggest thumbs up. Like, you lad. Most people are just driving past me like I'm some kind of nutter. Not even making eye contact. Don't look at him. Don't look at him, Johnny. Don't make eye contact. Okay, clutch in, second, first, neutral. It's a bit like a motorbike like that. Ollie was explaining that all the gears are in a sort of line, so you can have to shift through them. Now here we go, this is the interesting part. First gear, pull away nice and easily. Actually very easy at that point. I'm going to go to clutch for second gear as well. But you know, racing clutches often scare me a bit because they can be super jolty, but this isn't too bad. Oh, this is a nice bridge. Ollie's tour of Liverpool bridges continues. So, the very immediate things which I can report, which are probably fairly obvious with a car like this, is that everything is super direct. Steering, I mean, you just have to look somewhere and you start going. It's very similar to a motorbike like that. You really have to keep your eyes focused on where you want to be, because otherwise you feel that you start drifting. That's how direct the steering is. Throttle is the same. I think that probably you need to really keep high up in the revs to get the most out of this car. It's not that happy sitting lower down, but it's perfectly usable. It's the biggest thing. I was genuinely a little bit scared today. I mean, I wasn't scared, but I just thought it was a bit of a mad thing to drive a car like this without any electronic driver aids. Not that we really need them. In the sort of monsoons would just be a bit intense, but it's not. It's been super straightforward so far. Now we're going to start picking up the speeds, is when I think we might encounter some of the unique characteristics of this car. I have no idea where the red line is. That was about 5,000 RPM. I'm assuming it's up near 8, which means I've got a long way to go before I'm getting anywhere close to the capabilities of this thing. What is brilliant is the vibrations, the gearbox, the feeling, everything about it is so intense. You feel so part of this entire car. At the moment, the car is driving me. I'm definitely not driving the car. But I imagine once you get on top of it, it must just feel like the wheels are your arms or your hands. Oh, it just literally shakes me to my core, and it's such an exciting feeling. This is why I want to do more racing, and I have to say I want to do single-seater stuff. It's much harder and much more expensive to get into, but this is just a little glimpse of what it could be like. Who heard that wheel spin? Hell's the year, we're on it now, boys. Again, remarkably controllable though. It's just about managing the power with your right foot. It's not terrifying. It doesn't literally suddenly snap oversteer on you, because the weight balance is so perfect. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's all come right into my bum.
I'm not sure I have ever been so wet in my entire life. That, and I'm also freezing cold. In fact, I think I'm just dying, but what an incredibly mad experience. A shame that once again, finally, the time that I come up here to actually get in one of these cars, it is such awful weather. However, I did actually genuinely love every second, apart from the last 5 minutes when I was too cold. But it gives me a reason or an excuse to come back and check one of these cars out again when it is dry, either on track or on the public roads, because I got nowhere near what this thing is capable of. And on the 2017 car, they've added traction control, they've added a brake bias switch, a number of other spangly gizmos to make the experience even more heightened. So I cannot wait for my next time in a BAC Mono. A huge thanks to Ollie Webb for helping arrange this entire day. If you want to follow him or the guys at BAC, I'll put all their information in the description below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this slightly bizarre but crazy day. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.